Okay. Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Now I'm going to inform you that this is the video of teaching practice. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Technical thing, yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm going to inform you that this is the video of teaching practice. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Technical thing, yeah. Now I'm going to inform you that this is the video of teaching. Okay, yeah, let's fix the technical thing first. Okay, check, yeah. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Now, actually, this is the recording session and also the live streaming on YouTube. Yeah, so maybe it's too complicated, but I hope it can run smoothly. All right, my students, now it is time for me to inform you that this is the video of teaching practice by using Nearpod platform, and also we are going to implement 9 events of instruction by Ganya. So every one of you should have informed in the previous meeting that there will be a group presenting the Nearpod lesson, yeah, in the Google Docs, which have been developed in the Google Docs. And also there will be the other students as participants of your teaching and learning practice. Yeah, it will be like the real situation of teaching and learning process in a classroom. And the groups that will present the material, yeah, it will be like presenting the lesson plan in the form of Nearpod lesson. And the other participants will be the students, or will be the participants of the teaching and learning process. As we can see in the SPADA LMS, yeah, there are so many lessons that we have already discussed, starting from the theory of language learning, the theory of motivation, and also lesson plan, and also media, and the others. And I do hope that when you have already known the conceptual framework of the following teaching and learning preparations, yeah, now it is time for you to have the implementation of one of the platforms, and maybe you will also use another platforms such as Nearpod, Quizzes, Kahoot, Google Slides, and etc. And we are going to have a discussion after this. Yeah, for now there will be group A who will present the teaching lesson by using Nearpod, and also another platform that you use. And also there will be another students who will be the participants of the teaching and learning practice. Yeah. And for now, yeah, group A, B, and C, and also group D and E, yeah, you will have for about 30 minutes or maybe 40 minutes for each practice, yeah, which includes the Nearpod lesson presentation, yeah, and also the question and answer session. You can skip several activities which probably require 10 minutes or 5 minutes, yeah, such as discussion, or such as summarizing the teacher's explanation. Yeah, so you can skip it. Basically, this is the teaching practice in order every one of you to have an experience, yeah, on how to integrate technology in the teaching and learning language in a classroom. Yeah. So now let's have the first group who will present or deliver the lesson in Nearpod lesson, as well as the other students as the participants or the students. Yeah. Now for the group A and B and C, I will choose, let's say, group B. Yeah, okay. Group B will deliver the lesson for the first time in the following occasion. And for group D and E, I think group D will be the first group, yeah, who will present the teaching and learning process. Yeah. Now, my students, it's time for you to prepare everything. I will be the moderator, and also I will check everything so that it can run smoothly. And if you have any problems or technical problems, just go on, yeah, because this is the final assignment, group final assignment. So everything should be fine. I hope so. Yeah. And if there is some technical problem, yeah, just let it go. Yeah. Just go on. Yeah. Okay. Now just prepare yourself. Yeah. Group B and group D. Okay. Now time is yours. I will be the moderator or the host of this meeting. So then I will spotlight the teachers, yeah, who will present in this occasion. Yeah, now time is yours.
Okay, thank you, sir. Saya izin share screen ya, sir. Okay, guys. I think I will ask you to join the Nearpod with the link in the comment section. Okay, we're still waiting for more students. Did anything problem with the link?
Sorry, right now I can join with the link because it's shown that Discord our link is not longer valid.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for the problem, guys. I think you have to join in this new link. Okay, this is the student. Okay, I think we can start right now. We can join. Okay, thanks. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today we will learn about simple past tense and present perfect tense. So, for the day one, we will learn about simple past tense. So, I will from first we will see the video. Okay, next. Okay, this is the member. Adelia Dwi Malela, Amalia Nurkayati, Anggita Nawangsari, Benedetta Vanessa Amelia, Kanifa Sativa, Dewi Arunsari, Hanafia Salma Arifani, and Inovi Woro Evangelista. Okay, from the first, we will see the activity with Kanifa. Kanifa, time and screen is yours.
Okay, so today is our first meeting. We are going to learn about simple past tense. Before we learn about simple past tense, let's take a look at the video first. So take a look at this video, watch this mini short video, and take a guess what the tense used to.
What did you do yesterday, Mike? I made bulgogi with my dad. How was it? It was very delicious.
I will play once more.
What did you do yesterday, Mike? I made bulgogi with my dad. How was it? It was very delicious.
So what Mike did when Mike did that? Oh, I'm sorry. What Mike did when Mike did that? Did Mike did in the past? What Mike did in the past, and what the clue that happening in the past. You can answer this question in the comments column. So if you watch this video carefully, you will know the answer. Lina, he made bulgogi with his dad. And about the other students, okay. Yesterday, yes, Brina. Okay. Okay, for the next. Okay, Almas, Bintang, Great. And then for the next, we are going to learn the material. There will be Amalia who will present it.
Okay, thank you, Hanifa. In that video, we are going to learn about simple past tense. So, what is simple past tense? Simple past tense is verb tense that used to talk about an event that happened in the past and ended in the past in a specific time. So, how to make these sentences? There are three forms of sentences that will be used to express the statements. First, there is positive sentence. The second is negative sentence, and the last is interrogative sentence. In each form of the sentence, there are verbal and nominal sentences. Does anyone know what verbal and nominal sentence is? Anyone knows? Since you guys don't know about this sentences, right? Okay, I've explained you about the verbal sentence and nominal sentence. Well, verbal sentence is sentence where the predicate is a verb, such as writing, eating, studying, and so on. While the nominal sentence is the opposite, where the predicate is not verbs, such as the use of to be, for example. At this point, it is understandable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Well, then let's discuss about positive sentence first. For the verbal sentence, it consists of subject plus verb to plus object. And then for the nominal sentence, consists of subject plus to be, that was and verb, and plus adjective and adverb. Then we have negative sentence. With the verbal sentence consists of subject plus did not plus infinitive verb plus object. While the nominal sentence consists of subject plus was or were plus not plus adjective or adverb. And lastly, we have interrogative sentence, wherein the verbal sentence consists of did plus subject plus infinitive verb plus object. And then for the nominal sentence consists of was or were plus subject plus adjective or adverb. And for verbs, you can open your dictionary about regular and irregular verb forms. It's usually located in the middle of your dictionary. And the next slide will be presented by Inovi. Inovi, time and screen is yours.
Thank you. For the next slide, we have time signal that usually used in this tense. Number one is this morning. We have yesterday, 2 days ago, the other days, blah, blah, blah ago, last night, and then last week, last month, and last year. Next slide, please. From the example, for the positive sentence, as you see in the screen, we attended the festival last week, and she was absent yesterday, and Mrs. Anna taught English in a class A 2 days ago. For the negative sentence, we have some example like we did not attend the festival last week. She was not absent yesterday, and Mrs. Anna did not teach English in the class 2 days ago. For the question sentence, we have an example. Did they attend the festival last week? And then, was she absent yesterday? And the last one is, did Mrs. Anna teach English in class 8 2 days ago? Okay, that's all for today's lesson. Before we close are there any questions regarding to the material we taught?
Not yet, then.
All right, if not, thanks for following today's lesson. You guys are really did your best. See you next week.
See you. Okay, good morning, students. Because yesterday we learned about simple past tense, today we are going to learn about present perfect tense. And this material will be taught by Bernadetta. Bernadetta, time and screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Amal. Okay, student, before we start or listen, I want to you see this video and give your attention to this because after this video we have a question about this. Okay, let's start it.
Their cousins have come over with their parents. Maria and Andrew are surprised to see them.
I'm so glad you finally arrived. We've missed you. We've missed you too. I brought you some delicious cookies. Please help yourselves.
Thanks, Auntie.
Okay, I will ask you what did driven this video and the last meeting. Can you see the driven like time signal or how to spell that tense driven between past tense and present tense? So I will ask you to give your opinion in the comment section. Maybe selama kita menunggu komen bisa diputar sekali lagi.
Chores. I have given you the same chores as usual, Andrew. You haven't complained so much before. Has something happened? I've had a busy week and I'm a little tired. Then get some rest. You have done enough for today. I'm proud of you.
It's 5 p.m. Everybody is in the living room. The bell is ringing.
I wonder who it is. Mom, Dad, have you invited anyone over? It's a surprise.
Have come over with their parents. Maria and Andrew are surprised to see them.
I'm so glad you finally arrived. We've missed you. We've missed you too. I brought you some delicious cookies. Please help yourselves.
Thanks, Auntie.
Okay, can you see the difference between this video and the last meeting? Okay, thank you, Adina. The different structure, again, also standard. Okay, thank you. Great. Someone else? Okay. Okay, that's okay. We will see the driven. We will see the structure. Okay, thank you, Hanif. Great. We will see that from the material to take. So for the next presenter will be Hanafia. Time and screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Berna. Okay, students, we will enter the present perfect tense materials. First, what is the present perfect tense? Simple perfect tense is used to talk about an event that has occurred in an unspecific time. Then here there are three formulas in verbal. The first is positive. We can use with subject plus have or has, and then plus past participle. And the second is negative. We can use subject plus have or has plus not plus past participle. And this is interrogative sentence. We can use have or has plus subject plus past participle. And then the next, there are three formulas in nominal. The first is positive sentence. We can use subject plus have, has or have plus been plus object. And then second is negative sentence. We can use subject plus has or have plus not plus been plus object. And the lastly is interrogative sentence. We can use has or have plus subjects plus been and plus object. Then students for time signals presented by Bernadetta.
Okay, thank you, Fanny. From that video and from Fanny explained, we can see the time signal for this. This is will feel familiar if you give your attention for the video. That is just, never, already, so far, until now, up to present, ever since, all day, all my life, and recently. And the last is lately. That will be a time signal. Okay, from the next we will see the example by Angita. Angita, time and screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Verna. For verbal examples, we have the positive form. Just remember that the formula of positive form is subject plus has plus past participle or verb 3. So we implemented in the sentence. He has worked in the hospital for 6 years. I have fixed my computer. He has sent her the message at 7 p.m. And then for the negative form, remember that the formula is subject plus has or have plus not plus past participle. So we implemented in the sentences. He has not worked in the hospital. I have not fixed my computer. He has not sent her a message at 7 p.m. And then for the interrogative form, we have the formula that is have or has plus subject plus past participle. So it is implemented in the sentences. Has she worked in the hospital for 6 years? Have I fixed my computer? Has he sent her the message at 7 p.m.? Next slide. And then this is the nominal examples. The difference between the nominal and the verbal is in the nominal we add been after has. So in the positive form, subject has been plus verb 3. Implemented in the sentences. Brandon has been recovered from illness. We have been back from office. And the negative form, we can add not between has and been. So Brandon has not been recovered from illness. We have not been back from office. And then for interrogative form, the formula is have or has plus subject plus been. Has Brandon been recovered from illness? Have we been back from office? And then the next explanation will be delivered by Adele. Time is yours.
Thank you, Angita. So, is everyone can hear my voice clearly?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, student, after know the definition and then the formula and the example, we have to know the differences between simple past tense and then the present perfect tense. So first, we have simple past tense. Simple past tense is an action that happened at a certain time in the past and is not continuing anymore. And the second one, it use finished time words such as yesterday, last week, in 2000, etc. And then the third one, the marking word in an active sentence is using did, was, were, or verb to. And the fourth, passive sentence, we use to be, was, were, plus verb 3. And then the last one, simple past tense is used to state a specific time. Example, I went to London in 2010. Next slide, please. Okay, now for the present perfect tense, it is an finished event that happened in the past and the impact of the event is now continuing. The second one, it use unfinished time words such as this week, today, this year, etc. And the period of time is still continuing. And then the third one, the marking word in an active sentence is using has or have plus verb 3. And then the next one, for the passive sentence, we use to be, has or have plus been plus verb 3. And then the fourth one, we cannot use a specific time with the present perfect tense. Example, I have been to London in 2010. It is incorrect sentence. So for the last one, we can use this tense to talk about experience. The time is not important. So example, she has finished many countries. I have been to Europe recently. For the next slide will be explained by Dewi Arum. So Dewi, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Adelia, for. Okay, so everyone, we will have some questions as the quiz to get to know how far you're comprehensible about the material that have been explained before. And yeah, so pay attention to the questions and get ready, everyone. Next slide. Okay. Okay, everyone. So for this question or session, we have to fill in the blank. So they blah 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 be past tense, like for interview. So you have to write the linking verb and then the past tense form. Okay, so here we know that some of you have answered the question. What about the other? Okay. Okay, everyone, because some of you have answered the question, so perhaps we have to go to the next slide. Okay, so this is still fill in the blank session, and you have to fill the blank part with the proper tenses. So it is still about past. Okay, some of you have answered the question. He didn't study hard when he was a student. Okay. He doesn't study. Didn't. Okay. So the answer is didn't. He didn't study hard when he was a student. Okay. Perhaps we could go to the next slide. Okay, everyone. In this session, you have to arrange words into a good sentences. So in this session, there is a sentence, but in random arrangement. So you have to rearrange it into good sentences. Okay, it seems that some of you have answered the question. There are Farah Devi, Bintang Kashfi, Anindita, and Amalia. So what about the other else? Okay, everyone. So it seems that most of you have answered the question. And for the arrangement of this sentence is Regina began her day with the story of the murder. For those who still incorrect, I think you have did a good job, still did a good job. Good luck, and perhaps we have to go to the next slide. Okay, this is there is a quote. Everyone hopes for a miracle to rise up from from the falls. It will be so many obstacles in reaching the goal. So everyone, I think this is the our performance about teaching past tense and present perfect tense. Thank you for your attention and participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay. Group D, you have already prepared and also presented the Nearpod lesson and in a very well organized way. And now I think, I think every one of you have already prepared the Nearpod lesson by using several strategies, including fill in the blank form, okay, and also using some quizzes in the Nearpod lesson. And I think the other features on Nearpod lesson that you have integrated on the Nearpod is really useful for the students to keep participating in the lesson interactively. The most important parts that you need to remember is that there will be integration of 9 events of instruction by Ganye, and I think you have done it with a really good and also organized way, especially to make sure that the students will keep interactive in the teaching and learning process. Now I think I can conclude that this group has presented in a well-organized way, and also all of the members can participate actively, including the one that probably presenting the materials, the one that probably introducing the lesson, and also maybe like making sure that the quiz will run smoothly. So it is very well organized. And probably the next thing that you need to do is probably the other students of English Education Department will watch your video because it is now live streaming on YouTube. You need to give feedback on your friend's performance. You need to give appreciation or suggestion if necessary. And that's probably the next thing that you need to do, because learning is also giving suggestion, for the other group's presentation, and learning is also trying to have some reflections, from your friend's performance. So maybe next thing that you need to do is those activities, asynchronous activities in YouTube, to make sure that you can leave comment, feedback, and other things, to your friends' work. Okay, that's really good job, Group D. And now it is time for the next group, which is Group E, to present the delivery of the teaching practice by using Nearpod lesson. I hope you can have a good practice, and also well preparation, just like Group D. And for now, it is time for you to deliver the lesson. Please prepare everything that is required for your teaching and learning process, and I hope it can run smoothly. Okay, now time is yours. Group E, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine, ma'am.
I'm fine, sir.
Well, I hope all of you are in a good condition today. Well, students, today's meeting will be conducted by my teaching groups. I am Adlina Nur Azri, and my friends, there are Andita Eka Aprilia, Bintang Kashfi, Almas Khairunisa, Farah Devi, Haryo Reswara, Hanif Muti Aruna, and Akbar Ramadhani. We will use a platform that we know, Nearpod, as our language teaching media. So I will give you a link in chat box, and then all of you can join to this link. Haryo, would you mind to send the link to the chat box, please?
Okay.
Okay, the link has been provided by Mr. Haryo, and then I'll ask you to join with this class today, students. But everyone, I would like to remind you to check your attendance in OCW and make sure that you have completed with your attendance in OCW. Okay, if you are ready with your new pod, I'll check one by one, but actually this is not full of students in this class. I'm still waiting for all of you to join with this Nearpod class. Everybody? Please join the link of the Nearpod class. Yeah. Okay. There are Anggita, Bintang, Farah, Hanif, Almas, then still waiting for another students to come and join with us today. Okay, I guess half of the students of this class has joined with this Nearpod class. And before starting the main material of this class, I would like to remind you again to be actively engaged and participate with this class, because in the middle of the class, there will be a one quiz that you should complete. to the first meeting today. Okay, I will start the lesson. Would you mind to next slide, Haryo? Okay, today we will study about the recount text, that is about historical recount. Next. Before going to the material, let us know about the learning objective of this subject. The first is students are able to analyze the social function, text structure, and language feature in spoken and written text by giving and asking for information in accordance with the context in use. The second is the students are able to grasp the recount text in the form of short and simple recount text by paying attention to social function, text structure, and language feature, which is credible and appropriate with the text, with the context. And the last one is students are able to grasp recount text through writing factual recount in the past in the form of simple past tense by paying attention to social function text, text structure, and language feature which is appropriate with the context. Next, please. All right, students, I would like to ask you to write everything that related to the previous meeting. Everything you still remember about the previous meeting you have studied. You can write everything you think about it. So please write everything related to the previous meeting on another material. I will wait until 1 minute from now, starting from now. Okay, Farah Devi say that she learned about present tense. Alma said we have learned about simple past tense. Okay, great. You still remember about that, Almas and Farah? Another students, please. Okay, grammar ma'am. All right, good, Hanif. Anin, we learn about tenses, ma'am. Okay, great. Okay, I guess enough for this section. Next, please, Haryo.
Okay, thank you, Adlina. So for now, I provide a short video related to the material that we will study today, and make sure that all of you are paying attention and listen carefully to the video, because there is some question in the middle and at the end of the video, so you have to answer it. And listen here, listen carefully. When the question appears on your screen earlier, so you have to wait for the other to answer together the question. You understand what I'm saying here, student?
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. Okay, so enjoy the video, everyone.
Indonesia experienced a vacuum of power. President Sukarno declared the independence of Indonesia on August 17, 1945. Based on the Vienna Convention in 1942, the Allies, especially the Dutch, claimed Indonesia to be part of the Netherlands East Indies. The Netherlands was about to rule Indonesia once again.
Okay, did you see the first question on your screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to answer it first before we continue to the video, and I will give you for about 1 minute to answer. And maybe I will give you some clues to the answer, and the answer is the year when it happened. Okay, there's Bintang has answered. Bernadetta. We're still waiting for the others. Okay, because some of you have answered well, maybe that's enough. Time is up, student. I think all of you have answered well, and we can continue to see the video.
But Indonesia had changed. Former Hi-Ho and Peter armies from the Japanese occupation raised a sense of nationalism and patriotism. Indonesia chose to fight and defend its independence. Local people who used to be members of the Japanese paramilitary, the distorted Kipas Hitam organization, were another threat to the nation's struggle. The arrival of the Dutch in the AFNEI and NICA in Surabaya triggered the conflict of peace. Tens of thousands of Republican militia and armies faced thousands of fully armed Allied forces. This incident is known as the Battle of November 10th, or the Battle of Surabaya.
Okay, have you seen the last question on your screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are at the last question, and you all just need to answer the multiple choice. There are five, I think that easy for you, so I will give you for about 1 minute to answer it. Okay, I think there is some student that answered the right question. Good job. Okay, maybe time is up, and I think all of you have answered the right answer. So, well, we can continue to the next slide, to the next activity. All right, student, and here you can see that there's some picture related to the event that we have seen from the previous video. The picture here are also related to the material that we will learn and study today. Maybe this picture will help you to guess what we learned today, right? Can you guess? Okay, I think we can go to the next activity. That is a polling question related to the previous activity. Here you're only to answer according to your understanding about the type of the story that you have seen before. And I will give you for about 1 minute to choose the correct answer. All right, I think time is up, student. I think you have understood about the story, the type of the story that we will learn today, and you have answered the right question. So we can move into the next activity.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Akbar. Now we move to the next slide. Here, you have watched the video and photos in the previous slide, and now I want you to share your ideas about the previous videos and photos, maybe about the purpose of the video, or what the video tell you about, or what do you think the photos will tell you? Any idea you can type it in the text box. Here's Farah answer. I think the video was talking about past event in Surabaya. Yeah, you are right, Farah. Almas, it's about Surabaya. Good answer, Almas. Something happened in Surabaya. Indeed, Anin. Anggita, a history which is happened in the past. Yeah, you are right. Anif, I think it's about Surabaya. All have answered a correct answer, I think. And maybe we can move to the next slide. Okay. Next. Can you move to the next slide, Mr. Rio? Okay, thank you. Okay, now for all students, I hope you can all get ready. You can prepare your book and pen, or maybe your laptop, or whatever you can use to take notes. But it's up to you whether you want to take notes or not, as long as you can understand the material well. I will give you about 1 minute to prepare your book, or maybe you can use your laptop or your phone to take notes. Okay, 1 minute from now. Okay, time's up. Have you prepared your book or maybe your laptop?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Anif. Let's move to the next slide, Hario. Okay, I will give you an explanation about what is a historical recount. Firstly, recount text is a text which tells about something that happened in the past. And historical recount is a text that used to explain and retell factual events in the past that has historical values. Unlike personal recount, the writer of a historical recount doesn't need to personally involve in the event they are writing about. For examples like the battle of Surabaya that you have watched in the previous video, or it can be called the Battle of 10 November. And another event is like the proclamation of Indonesian independence and so on. And the social function of historical recount is to inform the audience on historical events. Okay, now move to the next slide. Mr. Hanif, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Vivi. Okay, my student, there is the type of recount. There are many type of recount text. Okay, next, Mr. Hario. The type of recount is 3. The first is personal. Personal is like retelling of an activity that the writer or speaker has been personally involved in. And my student, the second is historical. Historical is explained and retell factual even in the past that has historical value. Unlike personal recount, the writer or historical recount doesn't need to be personally involved in the event they are writing about. And last, imaginative. Imaginative is about taking of an imaginary tool and giving of even example is like a day in life of Roman slave. Next. Recount text often appear in historical record, newspaper, police report, and biography. Next will present by Anindita. Ma'am Anindita.
Okay, thank you, Sir Hanif. Okay, great student. After doing various activity, I will continue to explain the material. Now, the context has language feature. The first, use simple past tense, and then second, focus on specific participant, and the three, using conjunction are, then before, after, and then the next, use passive voice, like the battle was filled in the ink in factual recount. And the last, use temporal sequence like such as, next, and then Monday, on Monday, after, and etc. Okay, move. Okay, move on the next to structure of recount text. Recount text has three structure. The first is orientation, and then event and reorientation. Let's discuss what is orientation. Okay, orientation is give the reader the background information needed to understand the text, such as who was involved, where it happened. The second is event. Event is a series of events ordered in a chronological sequence. And the last one is reorientation. Reorientation is a personal comment about the event or what happened in the end. Okay, before we move on the next slide, I will ask you something. Do you understand the material that has been discussed about recount text? If you understand, please activate the raise hand feature for a second. Okay, there is Farah, Bintang, Rio, great. Okay. And then Adlina. Okay, amazing student. Okay, now we move to the example. Next. Okay, we move to the example of historical recount. You can see on the screen, there is a text titled Bandung as a Sea of Fire. Please read and pay close attention. I will give you 2 minutes. Okay, time is up. Next slide is matching pairs with Ma'am Azri.
Thank you, Ma'am Anindita. Well, students, I hope all of you still remember about the material that has been given by the teacher as well, that related to the definition, the types, and then the language features, and then the structure. But today, you should match the types of the recount with the definition of each type. So we're still waiting for the students to join with the match pair session. Okay, we can start, Mr. Hario. Okay, the students have matched and completed this session as well. Great students, you have 3 trial and then it's completed. So it means that you pay attention about the material that given by the teacher. Okay, thank you. Next session, please. And then it would be delivered by Ma'am Almas. So Ma'am Almas, time is yours.
Okay, everyone. I think that this is the most exciting part on this learning sections. We will have a quiz, some quiz. As you can see on the screen, that we will have 5 questions, 5 multiple choice question that you must be answered. And there are a text that is available on the question that you must read before you answering the question. So I give you about 3 minutes to read the text before you answering the question, and then you can do the quiz right away. It's about 5 questions there. Okay, I see that Akbaris has started to answering the question. What about the others? Okay, I hope you still have all of your spirit in this class, because we have the most exciting section here, answering question. Okay, wow. Okay, Farah Devi is answering all of the question. Great. Okay, I think that most of you have already answered the question, and maybe we can go to the next sections. For those of you who have incorrect answer, that's okay, because we still have another question here. And it's about, as you can see there, we have open-ended, it's called open-ended question. We have 5 questions that you must be answered on the text box. And there is a text again that you must read before answering the question. So I'll give you about 2 until 3 minutes to read the text, because I think it's long enough, but it's easy to understand. You can start to read right now, and then maybe you can start to answer the question right away. For the first question, we have, what is the passage about? And then the second question is, when did the battle take place? The third question is, where did it happen? And then for the fourth question, we have, what caused the battle? And you can draw a diagram that show chronologically the events that led to the battle. Maybe you can just write about the chronological events, like in the orientations we have what, and then in complication resolution, like that, as well as like in the structure of the text that we have learned before. And then for the last question, we have, what do you think about the Indonesian military power compared to that of the British Army at that time? So I'll give you about 5 minutes to answer the question. Oh, Anin's starting to answering the question. How about the others? Or maybe still reading. Okay, that's okay. Okay, I think it's done for the sections. We can go to the next part. Okay, it's time for another activities in these sections. We have grouping time. So we will divide you into two groups to discussing some topic that will explain with Ma'am Farah. Okay, Ma'am Farah, it's time's yours.
Okay. So student, I have divided you guys into two groups. The first group consists of Anggita, Bernadetta, Hanifa, and Adelia. And the second group consists of Amalia, Inovi, Hanafia, and Dewi. Next. So here is the activity that you will do with your group is make an outline with your group. So the both group will have different topics or a different story. And then you will post it, the outline in the Google Classroom. And after you post it, we will give you feedback and please look forward to it before you continue to the next activity. After you watch the feedback from our post, and then you will write your complete story individually, and then you will submit it into the Google Classroom. Next, please. So here is the link for the Google Classroom, and then, or you can submit the code on your Google Classroom and join the class. Is there any question?
It's clear, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Next.
Okay, so we come to the last class for today meeting, and so what we have learned today is first historical recount of definition, second is language feature that used in a recount text, third is the structure of recount text, and lastly the fourth is understanding the text about Bandung as a sea of fire and the Battle of Survey. I think that's all for our class. Is there any question, student?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, sir. It's clear.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all, my president. Thank you for your attention, and I hope today's lesson can be useful for all of us. See you on the next meeting, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye. For all the
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah, that's the presentation by Group E, yeah, the last group in this session on Zoom meeting. And I think that all of the members have prepared a really good Nearpod lesson and also practicing, yeah, all of the activities in the Nearpod lesson with a well-organized way. And also you can prepare the interactive activities like matching pairs, yeah, quiz, yeah, and the other features on Nearpod lesson that you have already prepared previously. Yeah, the most important thing is that, yeah, my students, the 9 events of instruction by Gagne that should be integrated in Nearpod lesson will be the point of the teaching practice. Yeah, when you have integrated all of the 9 events of instruction by Gagne in the Nearpod lesson, or maybe in the future when you are going to teach your classroom, I think that will be one of the best idea for you to teach the lesson. Yeah, so interactive in a classroom, yeah, interactivity in a classroom is one of the most challenging activity. Yeah, but by using Nearpod lesson as well as integrating 9 events of instruction, I do believe that you agree with me. Yeah, the interactivity, the interaction, yeah, and also the teaching and learning process will run smoothly and also the students will participate actively. So the engagement of the teaching and learning process will increase significantly. So I think that group D and also group E have performed a really good performance. And also you have prepared the Nearpod lesson by using Google Docs. The lesson plan in Google Docs, and the integration of Nearpod lesson, Nearpod features, and also the other aspects on 9 events of Ganye, you have already presented in a really good job. So the next thing that I have to inform you is that because this video is streaming on YouTube, so you need to watch your friend's performance and try to leave comment, feedback, or maybe appreciations that necessary for your friend's performance. Overall, all of the groups in this Zoom meeting, group D and group E, have performed a really good job, by informing all of the activities really well organized and in order, like 9 events of instruction by Ganye. I do believe that in the future, as a prospective teacher, you need to implement this kind of method in the lesson of your classroom. Now it is time for you to maybe leave a comment on the streaming of the YouTube in this video as the asynchronous activity within this week. But I am pretty sure that maybe after now, if you have no class, you can just leave a comment on the video. So let me know about your feedback. Let me know about the appreciation from you for your friend's work, and try to maybe like get some insightful experience by watching your friends performance. I think that's all, my students, for today's meeting. Group D and group E. And now maybe if you have any question, if you have any problem with the teaching and learning process in this course, you can ask me. If not, we can end our meeting today. Congratulations for all of you. Maybe we can give applause for every one of you for delivering the teaching practice in a well-organized way. I really appreciate all of your work. Let me evaluate and assess all of the performance by watching the videos, reading the comments. That would be one of the interesting thing for your activity later on. So just wait for me to grade all of the performances, group A, B, C, D, and E, and also all of the assignments which have already been submitted on Spada LMS, as well as the previous presentation by using Nearpod in the session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 8 session before the midterm examination. I think that's all. Is there any question, my students? No question? Okay. Now we can end our meeting today. See you again on the next semester in the other course. And I do hope that you will keep engaging to learn the lesson by using interactive platforms, like Nearpod, Kahoot, Quizzes, and the other platforms that you can integrate on the teaching and learning practice in the future. I'm Hasan Januri. I hope I can see you again in the next semester. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, you're welcome. You may leave this room, because this room will be used by another class. Okay, thank you. See you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see you.